Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. We begin our service on page 124 with an opening prayer. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding them up a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let them drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Raise your hand if you had a really long week at work or school and you're glad for the weekend. That's what I thought. Are we ready for Shabbat? Miss Heidi's really ready for Shabbat. We're going to light our Sabbath candles now. On page 120, I'd like to invite up our Oneg families, the Travers and the Vitters, or at least Wenda, to light our candles and say our blessings for us.
Please, I need some help.
There you go. That might be the Torah. Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitrav l'mitzvah tov, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner. I can't hit those notes anymore. Shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Sorry. Can I do this?
Yes. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. We will now welcome in the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi on pages 138 and 139. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to verse 9, I invite you to rise and face the door and imagine, you can close your eyes if it helps too, imagine that a beautiful bride. He's coming in to join us in our sanctuary. That's how we like to think of the Shabbat, as a beautiful bride or a queen who is gracing us with her presence, who has very kindly invited us to her wedding with Friday night. So when we rise on verse 9 and face the door, that's her big moment of entering to be with us. Page 138. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet ve'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava shchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Please be seated. Now we've said our opening prayers, we lit our Shabbat candles, we said how great it is to be here together as a family with Hine Matov, and we welcomed in the Sabbath bride. Now we are ready to segue into our evening service with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, v'alma divra pirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho bet Yisrael, bagala uv'izman kariv, v'imeru amen. Yehesh me Rabba mevarach, le'alamu al me'amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, vid ba'ar, vid romam, vid nase, vid hadar, vid ale, vid halal, shemei dekudesha barichu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, ve'imeru, amen. We're now ready for the call to worship, the Baruchu on page 146. If you are able, please rise. Yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Let's all read together in the English on page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. On page 152 and 153, we have the Shema, which is being led for us tonight by Mr. Jack's class. So I think that's Tilly and Ethan and Allie and other Ethan and Ethan 1 and Ethan 2 and Ella. And then on the following page is the Ve'ahavta, and we're going to go from one to the other because they're both words of our Torah that are meant to be said together. So then behind the table, I'm going to ask Mr. Alex's class, Ben, and who else? Gabby and Claire, come on up as well for the Ve'ahavta. And what do you think, guys? Should we ask them to rise for the Shema? Yeah? Okay. Tilly says to please rise for the Shema. Okay, nice and loud, ready? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'aterech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam le'ot ayadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
You may be seated.
So may all of you. Thank you. Yasher Koach. To lead us in the Micha Mocha on page 158, I would like to ask the oldest, he's in the bathroom. First, we're going to read on page 157 in the English. Buy some time. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. And now, the Micha Mocha on page 158 with our older students, Alex and his teacher, Miriam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eli anu ve'ameru, ze eli anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar kipad Adonai et Yaakov, uga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Yasher Koach. Page 161. Let's read together in the English. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 152. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai Asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam berit olam uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat, la'asot et hashabat, lidorotam berit olam. We come now to the central portion of our evening prayer, the Amidah, the standing prayer, on page 164. It does continue over the next few pages. If you are able, please rise. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chazadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot v'imahot, Umevi Gula livnei v'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofe cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, micha mocha ba'al gevurot, umito melech, melech memit umechayei, Umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. On page 172, we read together in the English. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all the creative work that God had chosen to do. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel who sanctifies your name may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 178. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon Lechol ha-shalom, ki atahu melech Adon, lechol ha-shalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael ba-shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri. Vegoali. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and our redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those who are ill and in need of healing. On our Misha Berach list this week is Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, and Bernard Levy, Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Brian Snyder, Edith Norman and Diane King, Skip Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, Ron Ely, Ellen Leon, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Peter Winkler, Karen Thompson, Deborah Sondak, Alec Levy, Dean Atchley, Ivy Bells, Bernard Strassner, Rhonda Butler, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Gary Gentoff, Marion Finkel, Jennifer Goldberg Rosenbaum, David Deutsch, Louis Perlman, Lee McCoy, Eileen Milner, Mike Hogg, Bill Brooks, Ellen Simmons, and Florence First. And if anyone else has a name of someone they'd like to pray for healing, please share that. We pray for the health of mind, body, and spirit of all those in need. And our Misha Berach prayer is on page 371 in the middle of the page. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, and Ben Farrell. And of course, we keep in mind our virtual community, those from the military who tune in with us on from our camera streaming from time to time. Though we don't know your names, when you tune in, you're here with us, and we pray for your health and safety as well. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tsevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Kol HaKavod, that means good job, all of the honors to our students who helped with tonight's service, who helped lead tonight's service. It's a very important job to help lead a community in prayer, and everyone who joined me up here on the bima tonight did an excellent job. This week's Torah portion, Parshat Yitro, is about sharing leadership. Not necessarily in worship explicitly, but it applies. So Moses, in this week's Parsha, is busy being the God-appointed leader of the Israelites, as we know he is, and he's listening to the complaints of all of the Israelites, every one of them, by himself, trying to be the direct mediator and ameliorator of all of their troubles. He's starting to get really tired and stressed out from working such long hours, and the people are starting to get really tired and bored from waiting for so long for their turn to talk to him. So, Moses' father-in-law, Yitro, or Jethro, offers Moses some constructive criticism in his leadership style. So he says, maybe Moses should share the responsibilities of leading the people, some of the authority and some of the hard work, the blessings and the curses of being in charge. So we learn from this parsha the importance of working together and listening to each other. Can any of you, adults included, think of a time when you realized you needed to step up and help someone else who was drowning in their work or needed help with their math homework or needed help crossing the street, someone who needed help and you realized it and you stepped up without having to be asked? Raise your hand if you've done that. Good. Good. Claire, do you want to tell us about it? No? Okay. Raise your hand if you've ever had an experience where you realized you are doing too much and you really need to take a step back. And maybe you ask somebody else for help, or maybe you just stop doing a thing that you know is no longer helping you. Yeah? Ethan, do you want to tell us about it? Good. So somebody else started having that job along with you, and it got much easier. And maybe less boring, too, if you don't have to do it by yourself. Do you talk to your friends while you put those away? A little bit? Good. That helps, right? How about, can you think of something that you have coming up this week? Maybe you've got a group project at school, you're working on something at work that you have to talk to another person about, you're not so sure how you're going to collaborate on. What can you do this week after hearing this Torah portion to maybe be a little bit more open to constructive criticism, or maybe know what kind of help you need to ask for, or maybe you know what kind of chores around the house you could help with a little more this week, and give the honoring of your father and mother a little extra oomph this week. That's also in this week's Torah portion, the 10 Commandments. Anybody have any ideas of what they're going to do this week? Yeah. All right, so you've got an exciting thing coming up this week. Does anyone else have any ideas of what they're going to do this week to implement this lesson? Yeah. Oh, the Super Bowl. A great thing to do together, to share the responsibilities. Are you going to bring snacks over? Are you going to help contribute to the party food? Yeah? That's an important thing to share in the responsibilities of. Anybody else? Okay. Think about it. Do something this week. Maybe you do this every week. But think about how you can carry this a little bit more with you into this week. To go in, after hearing this story about Moses honoring not only his father, but his father-in-law, giving him unsolicited advice, that turns out to be really helpful. So what are you going to do this week to go in with an open heart, listening ears, and good faith? To be a little bit more trusting that others can help you. That it's okay to reach out when you need help, and it's okay to reach out when you see someone else struggling, and you can be in the Yitro position too. And it's not always the best idea to give unsolicited advice, but if you really see someone struggling, it's okay to offer help. And together, by doing these things, and only together, we can make the world a little bit better, one act of kindness at a time. Now, we're going to move toward our concluding prayers, the Aleinu on page 586. And I would like to invite up any confirmation students or madrichim who are here and would like to open the ark for us. Please. If everyone else would please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Thank you very much. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit and in our minds. This week is a yahrzeit, an anniversary of death for Marilyn Simon, Stephen Leon, Julius Goldfarb, Maurice Travers, Sarah Weissman, Julius Rubenstein, and Stanley Bartoshewitz. And we are within a year of mourning for Neil Gilman, Karen Josephson, Dorothy McQuiston, Nick Ralston, Elise Gibson, Norma Porter, Philip Brenner, Heather Heyer, Jackson Hunter, Susan Anderson, Carl Weissman, John Lale, Florence Shapiro, and Audrey Prince. If anyone else has a name of someone they'd like to share with us, please do so now. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. There are different customs about who rises if you're in mourning or if you want to join mourners. So I invite you to rise if you would like. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba Be'alma divrach kirute v'amlich malchute. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yish tabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit ale v'yit halal shmei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Our congregational president is off celebrating her one-year wedding anniversary tonight. So instead, I would love to invite up our vice president, who hopefully knows what the announcements are.
I'm sure I can come up with something.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Liz, thank you for leading a wonderful service. To all of our religious school students who participated, thank you all very much. You did a great job. I'd offered to give congratulations and kudos to your teachers, but that would be giving myself and my daughter and my cousin kudos as well as a few others. So I suppose I shouldn't do that, but kudos to them anyway, except for you. And thanks to the Bitter and Travis families for the oneg that we're all going to enjoy in just a moment. And Rabbi, I love your sermon, and I'll note that when you talk about collaborating and helping out, and there's a lot of people in the room that if you come to the temple like on a Sunday morning, step in and just look around and ask if anybody needs a hand with anything, or when you're here on a Friday night at the oneg, ask if anybody could use a hand, if we could use a hand doing something around the temple, because we do have a lot of things that are going on at the temple and a lot of things that we could use a hand with. So if you can offer it and collaborate, this is a great place to also collaborate. Now, for some announcements. Sunday morning, we do have religious school, so all of you wonderful students can even learn a little bit more. And Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock is adult education, adult Jewish education. A week from Sunday, February 11th at 2 o'clock, Sisterhood is having a potluck with games from the past, jacks and all sorts of good stuff. Think of games from your youth, and it should be a lot of fun. On Saturday, March 3rd at 6 o'clock is our annual, somewhat adult Purim party. It's for B'nai Mitzvah age and above. The theme is The Wizard of Oz. Come dressed as your favorite character from The Wizard of Oz. no comments on who's coming dressed as which character, but anyway, it's a lot of fun. Tickets in advance are $10 each, and at the door they're $18. Beer and wine will be for sale. There will be food to eat. There will be non-alcoholic beverages available. There will be contests of one form or another. There may be a karaoke machine fired up, and it's always a great time. So please put it on your calendars. RSVP, the person to RSVP to is Jillian, our president, at her personal email address, which is on each of the flyers that is out in the lobby, or that are out in the lobby. And Passover will be coming later in March, and Saturday, it starts on a Friday night. That Friday night, that's the last Friday in March, there will be a home Shabbat and a home Seder. Saturday night will be a temple Seder that our own sisterhood will be putting together. So there'll be more details about that to follow, including where to RSVP. So look for that, and when it comes up, that's always a good time with great food, and hope to see you all there. Did I miss any announcements?
Just a note on the home Shabbat Seder situation. We're working on putting together a sign-up sheet so that if you have room for guests at your Seder, let us know. And if you are looking for a Seder to go on first night as well, we'll try to match those people up. So that sign-up sheet is not yet available, but if you tell Howard that you're interested, maybe he'll make it soon. We're working on it. And one other thing, this isn't officially Congregation Ner Shalom announcement, but I've gotten a few emails from, I'm not even entirely sure who's sponsoring it, the JCC of Northern Virginia. I think there's going to be an evening with Ava Schloss, who is a Holocaust survivor. She happens to be Anne Frank's stepsister. Her mother survived and married Otto Frank after the Holocaust, but she knew Anne as a child in Amsterdam as well, and so she'll be telling her story and sharing maybe some information about her much more famous stepsister, and it should be a really powerful and meaningful night. It's February 7th at the GMU something, George Mason Center for the Arts. There's postcard flyer type things out on the table just past where the prayer books are out there. So please check that out as well.
Shabbat Shalom.
For our closing song, I would like to invite back up all of our religious school students and teachers and madrichim and anyone who would like to join us from the religious school team to sing A Tree of Life. If you need the words, they're more or less on page 374. Just be careful with the, yes, okay. Eitz Chaim hi lemachzikim ba v'tomcheha, me'ushar Eitz Chaim hi lemachzikim ba v'tomcheha, me'ushar. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Kol hakavod again to all of our leaders tonight. Join us for Kiddush and Oneg.